again. Hope you all are having a great week. If I'm not mistaken, let me see what it's Friday. Time to get busy, get active. I know I had to look to see what day it was, but we've really been logged in. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't pay attention to the days. I pay attention to the calendar. You feel me? But overall, we're gonna talk about fitness. If you got any questions, make sure you drop your questions below. Also, want to talk about what's coming new for the page. I'm gonna be jumping on live a little bit more. I'm gonna try my best to schedule and plan this in, just to be able to give different information. For those who've been here before, I appreciate you once again for tapping back in. Do me a favor, drop a 7 in the comments so I can know that you've been here. You've been rocking with the kid for a minute. I know I've been very inconsistent with content, but that's because life has been lifing. But what I am going to do, because my objective from posting more is to show more of what I do when it comes down to fitness. I am going to start incorporating some more landscaping stuff as well. So for those who are new for those who've been joining along and been seeing primarily fitness, I am letting you know I'm going to mix it up. Because my objective from this channel is really to show a lot of what I do, from the workouts to the landscaping. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about business. We're going to talk about sales. It's a lot that a lot of people don't know about me, and I feel like I have way more to offer and educate people on. They're just really just talking about fitness all the goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? Fitness is a very important part of my life and my lifestyle. It's something I am very, very passionate about. But as we move on to new business ventures, I've been in the landscaping industry for four months now. So as we progress, learn more, move along, I'm gonna make sure I, share some things that I've learned throughout my experience. One thing I've noticed throughout time, because I actually interact with a lot of older people, I've noticed that they're more reluctant to just give the information away. So as I go, because my secret power is to be able to connect with people and actually withdraw some great information from them and solid information, I do think it makes more sense for me to share that to my audience as well. You know what I'm saying? So once again, for those who've been tapping in on the channel, I'm not looking to get rich or, blow up with this. I'm really looking to really show you and share some of the things I've learned and experienced throughout my life, that you can use to motivate you and inspire you, to push you towards being a better individual. You know what I'm saying? So do understand, for those, once again, who've been tapping in for a long time, we are going to make a shift. We still going to talk about fitness right now. I am really trying to get in the best shape I've ever been in my life. So I do want you to understand, we're locked in and loaded when it comes down to fitness. Landscaping did take me out of fitness for a little second. I'm not saying that I haven't been productive, I haven't been active, but more so not shooting fitness content at all. You know what I mean? I haven't been really shooting fitness content for a while. A lot of the videos you've seen are really what I've been doing over the past year. So I do have some new information that I want to share and give, but these are more so, I would say, when it comes down to my takes, these are things that I've experienced and my feeling towards fitness. I don't really care about how someone else feels. Yes, I am a certified trainer, but I'm not here to be like, oh, this is the best way to do it. This is da 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 da. I've always, if you pay attention to my content, share what I'm currently doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm sharing with you how I've been able to personally progress when it comes down to my physique or overall performance. It's never been from a grain of, this is the best way to go, this is how you do it, this is the only way to do it. That's not what I focus on when it comes down to fitness and the information that I share on social media. This has always been information that I've personally used in order to help people get in great shape, and things that I've actually integrated when it comes down to training my clients, whether online or in person. Shout out to everybody that's tapping in. I appreciate you tapping in. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well. Tell me you ready, you locked and loaded. Today is a rest day for me, so I'm not going to be in the gym at all today. I'm not going to the gym. I'm not checking in. What I've been doing is I've actually been using, so far, I've been using my massage gun. I've used this twice already. And what I've been using is my massage ball. As you can see, It's hyper ice. But do understand one thing. I am getting busy. I got to work on leaf removal for a property right now. So I'm finishing up on that today. We're going to haul away. It's going to be quite a few bags that I'm going to have with me that I got to dispose. Some of the bags are going to be mulched. Some of the bags at the end of the day are going to just be leaves that aren't mulched at that point. So I'm still getting busy. I'm still getting active. I'm just not going to the gym. A disclaimer. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. I appreciate you tapping in on your birthday. You have a great birthday. You feel me? Gamer 23, you have a great birthday. Get your money, big dog. I hope those birthday cards are loaded with some cash. You feel me? And you get everything you want. You deserve to lock in on you. Make sure you get your workout in today, though. If you haven't already, make sure you get that workout in. Do understand, once again, we are still going to talk about fitness. Fitness is going to be an end-all, be-all for me. Once again, within transparency, I'm only really showing you what I do, what I experience. So I was watching a video of me yesterday, and matter of fact, I'm just going to be on here until my client called. This is why I say I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm very busy, so to really like get on live, I'm like forcing a lot of this shit, to be rude. Excuse my language, but I'm forcing a lot of it because landscaping has been booming, and I'm still training. So I'm training right before I get to my landscaping job. Like I said, I'm not hitting the gym today. A lot of what I got to do is going to be carrying a 30-pound backpack blower. What else? Blowing the leaves. The good thing is the property is not too far. You get what I'm saying? It says I have a 4-pack right now. How can I get a 6-pack? How old are you for starts? How old are you, and what are you all already doing? Are you working out 5 days a week? Are you going to the gym for your workouts? Are you doing your workouts at home? Or you 10? Or you got a ways to go. You got a ways to go. If you got a 4-pack, just do what you do. Keep growing. You 10 years old. You 10 years old. Just keep living life and having fun. Happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? You know, just run, sprint, you know, do push-ups, pull-ups, play a sport if you can. If your parents allow you access to do that, you know what I'm saying? Get outside when the weather's nice, you know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that. As a 10-year-old, have fun, man. Have fun. It's always about movement. Just keep the movement in. As you age, make sure you keep that movement in as well. You 10, so I'm not really gonna fake. Can't really say that my content really caters to 10-year-olds. I focus more so on 35 and up. I do actually train kids, but I always say the biggest thing is just be active, have fun, be a kid, man. You know what I'm saying? If you like soccer, you see a move that you like, somebody doing it, study the move, practice the move, little stuff like that, but don't think too hard about it. Have fun, enjoy. I think that's one thing why a lot of adults are so uptight is they didn't really get a chance to experience being a child. I think that's something very important. So for all my parents out there, make sure you're able to give your child the experience to be a child, to have fun, to live, to play, to be happy. Don't be having them stressed out. Don't be messing up their credit and stuff like that, man. Make sure you take care and do your best as a parent from the things that you know and how you can improve from. But do make sure I'm trying to look at something on here and express it to you today. It said, so do understand as a parent, my parents out there, make sure your babies are able to live, man. It's very important, man. I think that's so important. I think it's important because I was able to experience that, and I think my parents a lot for me being able to be a child, dog. Have fun, to play, engage with kids, not stress over life until it's time for you to take care of your priorities. You know what I'm saying? But a 10-year-old man should be having fun, moving and grooving. I don't really like the structure. Me having kids, I have 5, 3, and 1. Me having children, and me being a big fitness enthusiast, me being very passionate about fitness, it's never a situation for me just forcing shit on my child. Like, mainly for my folks that didn't make it in fitness, whether it's a professional athlete or whatever the case may be. Man, don't force that shit on your kid, man. Don't force it on your kid. Let your kid enjoy it, have fun with it. Expose your child to different sports. That's very important. So if your child like basketball, I get they like basketball, but incorporate them in things like track, incorporating them things like tennis, like broaden their horizons. You don't even realize how many kids are better at their sport by incorporating other sports. You do realize you incorporating something like track, you're gonna be able to understand how to get faster. You're gonna understand the difference from top speed to agility. You're gonna get better legs to know how to brake when you're running fast. When it comes down to tennis, you're gonna get better hand-eye coordination. You get what I'm saying? You learning how to, wrist motion. Little things like that. You're going to be able to find the little ball. You're going to chase it at high speeds and little things like that. So mainly for those who do like sports and really want to take sports to a professional level, I highly recommend incorporating another sport too that can actually fine tune and get you better at the sport you're doing. Like some people don't realize some of the best footwork is from soccer players and basketball players, as well as boxers. Why not incorporate one of those three things, even though that's not your top sport? You might play lacrosse and you might be able to build some of your toughness through playing football. You get where I'm going? So do understand you can cross some of these sports and incorporate your child or you as an individual, whether you high school or college. You should incorporate some of these things into what you're doing to get better at that one sport that you're doing. So a great example is I've been playing pickleball for a year now. This is not even in my content. So I'm giving you context of what I do because I don't really talk about a lot of what I do. And I have been into a point of put the camera down. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy life, embrace the moment. Sometimes as a content creator, some people don't realize it's hard to be able to capture the moment. A lot of people don't realize how difficult it is to really be able to capture the moment. You know what I'm saying? So do understand you can get more of what you want or understand how to go about things by exposing your body and yourself to things that you don't normally do. You get where I'm going? So do understand little things like that are going to definitely help take you to the next level. You can excel in so many different ways by incorporating, like I said, a secondary sport. Something that you might enjoy hobby-wise. Like I said, translating a lot of the pickleball to basketball, my touch has gotten better. You get caught in two, making sure you don't overhit the paddle. You get what I'm saying? When I'm playing basketball, same transition to my jumper. I can quickly develop and understand, am I putting too much height, or am I putting too much power when it comes down to my jumper? You get caught in understanding power through motion. That can be another thing. So I'm giving y'all a little bit of game if you're paying attention. Always like to say too, if you're getting information right now, do me a favor and type a 7 in the comments, man, to show me that you loading up on this information. I'm giving you a lot of free game and something within our context of what I show when it comes down to my content. Like I said, the content I've been giving you is content that has been sitting on my computer for over the past 5 years. I can't lie to you. For this past 5 years, a lot of that content has really just been sitting on my computer just because life has been lifing. I want to give you more context and where I'm coming from, mainly when it comes down to business too. One thing I learned about business is you need to be marketing your product every day. Every day. Every day, a flyer, text messages, a post, whether it be on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, regardless of what it is, you need to be posting your brand. Also, another thing I learned and loved, what I experienced today, I've been getting cash outs from things I haven't even been marketing or promoting because I did such a solid job of giving a quality product and giving a great experience with the customer. So do always understand sometimes when we go into the points of trying to look for new customers, do understand something that's very important to do. Something that's very important to do is really tap into the idea of taking care of the customers you already cashed out with. The sale starts after the first transaction is made. Do be clear on that. So you still need to be making sure you up on top of your customers. One thing I love doing, mainly, and I've done throughout my holidays, is I've been able to personalize my experience with a lot of my customers, mainly when it comes down to the landscaping. I've been sending out text messages. I've been making calls. I've been giving special offers to those who spent a certain amount of money. If you spent $20,000 towards my business, why am I not showing you that I give a shit about you? Come on now. A simple text message, a simple how you doing, a simple phone call. And I'm not talking about I'm not talking about calling to sell another product or to sell another service. It's just to see how they doing. And I genuinely mean that when it comes down to those who've invested into my family, my products, my service, and my business. You get what I'm saying? So I always try to get people to understand, do not always dig more into marketing. The people you already service and who have already spent money with you, you need to really tap in with them a lot more. Get on the phone with them. Ask them how they doing. Do they need another service at the end of the day? You get what I'm saying? How family doing if you've met their family? You get what I'm saying? Understand, are they someone who talks in person, or is it a scenario where they're better over the phone? They're not really that good through text message. So do me a favor and understand one thing. You need to tap more into your customer base, mainly for those who spent money, and you'll never realize how they'll send you that much more money. You get where I'm going? Tap into these things. I think these things are very overlooked when it comes down to you branding your business and your service and your products. The interaction is everything nowadays, mainly the fact that we're integrating so much AI. You feel me? Like I said, these are things that we're going to be going over when it comes down to you jumping in on lives. Let's talk. Let's talk business. Let's talk money. Let's talk fitness. Let's talk mental. Let's really talk about things that are going to progress our lives. I'm not on here to do chitty chat or to do pity pat on some things that's not going to help or progress us moving forward. One thing I'm actually going to start doing as of 2026. So if anybody that has this information, please point me in all the right directions. But I want to tap in with schools and educate kids on how to start landscaping companies. I want to do that. As I build my business, I want to help others understand how they can overcome things differently. I want to get people to understand that there's a lot of skills out here that you can make money from. Electrician, plumbing. It's not just about being a goddamn content creator. All right? We can get on here and share our experiences. We can have conversations. We can learn from each other. It's not always about being a content creator. You feel me? Me personally, I'm not on social media to be a content creator. I'm on social media to show y'all that we can still interact. My phone number is on my profile. Call me. Text me. Simple. You want to talk about money? You want to talk about improvement? You serious about elevating your life? Let's talk money. And I'm not talking about you got to spend some money to do this. Sometimes it's all about being around like-minded individuals. You ever heard that saying, if you're around 10 broke friends, eventually you're going to be broke? If you're around 10 friends that's really trying to get to it and getting to the money, you're going to get to the money even if you ain't got no money? That's what we do over here. We focus on those things. Fitness is an avenue to propel us to understand and build structure and discipline into our life and lifestyles from doing something you may not want to do. At one point, I didn't want to work out. At one point, I didn't want to run. Once I start seeing how naturally strong I am of being able to help a friend move into their new apartment, or being in a situation that when we go to the amusement park, I can walk here, I can jump here and get my family and friends energy without even thinking about it. That's the importance of fitness, lifestyle, being able to build yourself, being able to get stronger, being able to improve. These things are going to be important. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand from fitness. Build confidence in yourself when it comes down to your brand and business. You confident in yourself, guess what? You ain't scared to ask for the sale. You get where I'm going? These things are going to be very important when it comes down to building your brand and your business. It's all about taking your life and lifestyle to a whole nother level. You feel me? And it's about being around like-minded individuals and information that's going to propel you and keep you motivated within that mindset. My biggest thing, and one thing I want you to take away from today, is if you're someone right now and you notice your gas, your foot is still on the gas, and you want to keep your foot on that gas, don't wait until you need to get motivated or inspired to look for the information. Keep that shit around you at all times. You get where I'm going? So do understand, these things are going to be very important. By the way, if you, like I said, if you got questions, drop your questions below. I don't jump on live just to talk to myself. And like I said, I'm only going to be on live for a few more moments. I'm just waiting for my client. My client is running a little bit late, but as soon as this phone go off, we back to the money. You get where I'm going? We back to the money. You feel me? Right after the phone call with the client, my last client training this morning, we going to go service a property. You can get to it. You don't have to focus on one business too. For those who keep thinking that you need to focus on one business, you can build multiple businesses at one time. But I do need you to make sure that you focus on building your brand and your service. The phone going off right now. With that said, the phone going off, the money is calling. Make sure you tap in for future lives. We're going to try to jump in when we can jump in, but I'm going to have to take this call. Let's get to it. Get to that money. Y'all have a blessing.